The sun had barely climbed past the skyline when the scream of sirens sliced through the quiet streets of Brookdale City. Morning commuters funneled into traffic, unaware that in a few moments, a storm of injustice, power, and truth was about to erupt in the middle of Hawthorne Avenue. A routine police checkpoint had been set up. At least that's what the official report would later say. But anyone watching could tell something was off. Two officers leaned against their cruiser, bored and irritable. One of them, Officer Grant Holloway, had a look in his eye that warned anyone who knew trouble, stay away. Down the street, a black sedan slowed to the checkpoint. Behind the wheel sat a black woman in a fitted Navy suit, calm, composed, poised. Her name was Tasha Reed, though at that moment, no one at that checkpoint knew who she really was. Grant stepped forward and slapped the hood of her car aggressively. "Window down!" he barked. No greeting, no courtesy, no professionalism, just hostility. Tasha lowered her window slowly. "Good morning, officer," she said, voice smooth as a calm river. "Is there a problem?" Grant smirked. He didn't like her tone. He didn't like her calm. He didn't like her confidence. "You tell me," he snapped. "License and registration." Tasha reached into her purse and handed them to him without hesitation. He didn't even look at them before tossing them onto the hood carelessly. "What brings you out here?" he sneered. "You one of those career women? Headed to some office job?" His partner, Officer Myers, shifted uncomfortably. "Grant, chill, man." But Grant wasn't listening. "I asked you a question," he said, leaning into her window. "What are you doing in this neighborhood?" Tasha glanced calmly at his badge. "I don't see how that's relevant." That was it. Something snapped in him. Grant yanked her car door open. "Step out of the vehicle now." "For what reason?" she asked, still calm. "For not following police instructions," he shouted. He grabbed her wrist. Not a lawful arrest hold, an angry one. He pulled her out of the car and shoved her against it. Without warning, he struck her across the face. People stopped walking. Cars slowed. Phones came out. A slap, a gasp. A moment that changed everything. Officer Myers panicked. "Grant! What are you doing?" Grant laughed. "I'm doing my job. Maybe she'll learn some respect." Blood formed at the corner of Tasha's lip. And still she didn't raise her voice. She didn't cry. She didn't curse. She just stared at him, cold and unshaken. "You just made the worst mistake of your life," she said quietly. "Oh, yeah?" Grant sneered. "What are you going to do about it?" They handcuffed her. Right there in the street. She didn't resist once. But as they shoved her toward the police car, someone watching from across the street whispered, "Isn't that—" "No way!" "It looks like—" The crowd grew uneasy. Something felt wrong. Really wrong. Inside the squad car, Grant leaned in the window. "Let me give you some advice," he said. "Women like you, never try to challenge men like me." Tasha finally looked him in the eyes. "I wasn't challenging you," she said. "Then what were you doing?" "I was warning you." He laughed again and slammed the door. But then, static crackled over the radio. "HQ to Unit 7. Confirm status." Myers grabbed the mic. "All clear. Just a traffic." Suddenly, another voice cut through the radio. "Unit 7, stand down immediately. Hold the suspect." Myers frowned. "Who is this?" "Identify—" "Do it now." Grant looked around, annoyed. What the hell is going on? Then sirens. But not police sirens. Black SUVs, government grade. They turned the corner, fast. They didn't stop at the checkpoint, they took control of it. Agents stepped out in full tactical formation. Jackets marked FBI. The street stopped breathing. Grant froze. What is this?" The SUV doors opened again, and this time it wasn't an agent who stepped out. It was the mayor of Brookdale City. Behind him, the governor. Behind them, the FBI deputy director. Grant's face drained of color. What's going on?" he stuttered. And that's when the deputy director looked him dead in the eyes. "You assaulted the wrong woman." Grant turned slowly, back toward the squad car, and watched as an FBI agent opened the door and removed her. Handcuffs, with respect. She stepped out. Unshaken, steady, commanding, and every federal agent on scene snapped to attention. "If you're still watching, Like, subscribe and turn on post notifications, cause what happens next will shock you. The mayor swallowed hard as he turned to Officer Grant, who now stood trembling. Officer Holloway, he said slowly, allow me to introduce you. The street went silent. Every camera was aimed forward. To Commissioner Tasha Reed, your boss, the highest-ranking law enforcement official in this state. The crowd exploded, gasps, whispers, emotion. Grant stepped back like he'd seen a ghost. No, this is a setup. She didn't identify herself. Tasha looked at him. I didn't need to, she said. Respect is not given based on rank, or uniform, or badge. She stepped forward. It reveals itself, she said, or it exposes those who lack it. Grant's voice shook. Please, I'm sore. You're suspended, she said coldly. Effective immediately. Badge and weapon. He reached for words. There were none. He removed his badge, his weapon, his career, right there in the street, handing it to the very woman he thought he could humiliate. As he stood there, broken, Tasha turned to the people watching. Her voice carried weight. Power means nothing without accountability. Today, justice begins here. Crowd applause broke out. From anger to relief, from humiliation to poetic justice. The world had just witnessed something unforgettable, and it was only the beginning.